So you're trying to close on a house in Lakeland, the clock is ticking, and you just found out your appraisal has expired. You need to know what to do, like right now. Don't worry, we're going to dive in and get you a super clear, simple action plan.
I get it. That's a stressful moment. It probably feels like a huge roadblock just got thrown in your way. But honestly, the answer is way more straightforward than you think. That's exactly what we're going to break down right here, giving you the exact map you need to navigate this.
Okay, so let's get one thing straight right off the bat. You can't just call up an appraiser and say, hey, can you just extend my report? That's not a thing. But, and this is the good news, there are specific established ways to solve this, and we're going to walk through them step by step. So before you do anything, you have to figure out which path you're on. See, the solution is completely different depending on why you got that appraisal in the first place. Think of this as the first and most important fork in the road. And this really gets to the heart of it, right? It's all about who's in charge. If you look on the left, for a mortgage, the lender is the boss. They call all the shots based on really strict investor rules. But on the right, for private stuff like a divorce, you're the boss. The rules are set by your legal needs. That one difference changes everything. Now, the vast majority of you watching are probably dealing with a mortgage, so let's tackle that path first. The single most important thing you need to understand is something called the validity window. Every lender has a set period of time where they consider an appraisal report to be good to go. And here's a quick look at what those windows typically are. For a conventional loan, you're usually looking at about 120 days. An FHA loan is similar, but sometimes you can stretch it out, and VA loans often give you up to 180 days. So your first job is to figure out which one of these buckets you're in. Okay, so you know your validity window. Now we're at the next fork in the road, and this one is all about timing. Are you just getting close to the expiration date, or is it already in the rearview mirror? We call this going stale versus fully expired, and what you do next is totally different for each. So let's talk about path one. Your closing got delayed, the appraisal's about to die, you've got options. The key here is you don't do this yourself. You have to contact your lender and ask them if an appraisal update is even allowed. If it is, they have to be the ones to order it. The best part? It's usually way cheaper than a whole new report. So what in the world is this update you're asking for? Well, it's not a new appraisal. It's basically a short-form report where the original appraiser takes a quick look at the current market, confirms if the value is still solid, and gives the lender the thumbs up for a short extension. But what if you miss the window? Well, if your appraisal is fully expired, the path is actually simpler, though, yeah, it's more expensive. You just have to assume you need a brand new appraisal. Again, you talk to your lender, they reorder it, and you have to pay the full fee for a completely fresh report. All right, let's just quickly pivot for a second. What if your appraisal wasn't for a mortgage at all? Or what if your main problem isn't the expiration date, but that you think the value on the report is just wrong? Let's clear that up real quick. You know, if your appraisal was for a private reason, like a divorce or estate planning, it's way more direct. Your attorney will just tell you what effective date they need. Then you just hire a local Lakeland appraiser yourself and order a new appraisal for that specific date. Easy, no lender involved at all. Okay, listen up, because this is super important and a really common mix-up. If you think the appraiser got the value wrong, the process for that is a reconsideration of value, or ROV. But please hear this. An ROV is about challenging the value. It has absolutely nothing to do with the expiration date, and it will not, I repeat, not reset the clock. Phew, we've covered a lot of ground, right? Different paths, different timelines. But you know what? It all boils down to one simple, empowering action. You don't have to memorize all this. You just need to know who to call and what to ask. This right here is the golden key. This one question, asked to your loan officer, cuts through all the confusion. Can we do an appraisal update, or do you require a completely new appraisal? Their answer tells you everything you need to know. All right, let's put it all together in one super simple checklist for you. Step 1, call the person in charge, your loan officer or your attorney. Step 2, ask them, hey, is my appraisal still in the valid window? Step 3, hit them with that key question about an update versus a new report. And finally, just do what they say. Let them guide you. Simple as that. So there you have it. You are no longer in the dark. You get the process now, you know who's in charge, and most importantly, you have the exact words to say to get your answer. You are totally prepared to solve this. So, ready to pick up the phone?